April in the UK is Stress Awareness Month. And in this video, you will learn a few hints and tips and thoughts about the word stress. First of all, I want to remind you of where we come from in terms of what actually made us really stressed way back when. The real stress that we had was survival. It was hunting, being able to find a mate, and perhaps being able to find a tribe that was going to accept us. That was really the foundations of our stress. If we can get those three in alignment, then life looked pretty good. Today, stress comes from many other factors. It could be from oppression, the scourge of people's rhetoric against us, or it could be financial, or even a work-life environment. And there's a lovely video I watched by Kelly McGonigal, and you'll see a tile of that video now on YouTube. And she actually says that the more we think about stress, it could actually become very damaging. Just by labeling something as stressful, our mind takes it as stressful and it becomes something that is more damaging than it actually is. And if you read a book, he asks us to define the difference between stress and intensity. When we work in intense ways on something that is meaningful, something that's purposeful, something that drives us, you could almost apply as much energy as you want to that and it becomes empowering. But when we attach the word stress to it, then sometimes that can become just all-consuming. For me, when I get stressed, I love to be outside, as I'm doing this morning on my morning walk. And I'll also journal a lot, and that allows my thoughts to become something that leaves my mind and is then on paper. And here are two questions today from my journal. And the first one is this one. What are three qualities that you admire in yourself? It's just a simple way of actually having gratitude for yourself. And no matter how negative the thought is, if the questions are thinking, what three things could I look in myself that actually I admire, then it just makes the reframe possible. The second question today was, when was the last time you had a great idea that helped others? Again, it's just a positive reframing thought that actually you have contribution, you have something to offer this crazy world that we live in. And then there's a beautiful quote in this journal page today from Steve Jobs. And it says, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And when you love what you do, that intensity is something that drives you forward as opposed to stress dragging you along in life. Those are my kind of thoughts today on Stress Awareness Month. It is a little bugger of a thing, stress. And if you define the way you're feeling as stressful, then unfortunately it can have very stark consequences. I would love you to think about 6 rules of life, which are in the video that I've attached to this video, about ways that you could become the master perhaps of your own destiny and make stress less of a factor in your life. I'll finish with my mantra, which is we have one life. So love life, living life, serving others with whatever your purpose may be. Have a great month.